Having a baby is a life-changing experience.
Right there. Show me this head.
That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it.
But for mothers in the high-risk unit,
That's it. Oh, perfect.
those 9 months of pregnancy are like walking a tightrope.
Have to get these right, because these moms don't typically have another chance.
Uterine incision.
Every second counts. Every minute is a milestone. Every hour can mean the difference between life and death.
It's difficult to do a C-section in an emergency situation. You have greater chances of having a bad outcome.
For these special deliveries, as they approach the point of no return. At the University of New Mexico Health Sciences Center,
How was your weekend?
It was good. How was your weekend?
Pretty good. Let me have that pink one.
Good.
Michelle Moya is a little over 36 weeks pregnant with her second baby. 16 weeks ago, she had a horrible discovery.
She came in with this rash all over her upper chest.
That rash is a symptom of a disease, cholestasis of pregnancy, which can be simply irritating or downright deadly.
In her case, between 1% and 5% have just unexplained intrauterine deaths beyond 35 weeks.
Cholestasis of pregnancy occurs in about 2% of pregnant women. The rash and itching are associated with an increase in bile acids in the blood.
Bile acids are something that are produced by the liver. And normally they're floating around, but they're not at an elevated rate. With cholestasis, the thought is, for some reason, that production goes up. The other thing she was complaining about at one point in her pregnancy is that her upper abdomen hurt, which is where her liver's located.
The risks with cholestasis are premature delivery, meconium, or baby stool in the amniotic fluid, and after 35 weeks, increased risk of fetal death.
And it's completely unexplained, and it just kind of happens. So in these patients, what we do is starting at between 28 and 32 weeks, we start doing biweekly monitoring, which entails a heart rate tracing, which is also called a non-stress test, and an amniotic fluid index, where we just measure other markers of how baby's doing.
So far, the baby seems healthy, though it is still premature. But since Michelle's bile levels are still high, her doctor must make a choice.
You have to weigh the risk out of having a baby that's early versus the risk of having a baby that doesn't survive.
Dr. Williams hopes that with these bi-weekly screenings, she can safely wait another week before inducing Michelle's labor. A baby's health, indeed its life, rests on this decision.
All right, gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
23-year-old Leela Mitchell-McGinley is taking part in an age-old ritual among mothers-to-be. The labor walk.
My contractions are pretty strong. They last about 2 minutes, maybe.
Leela is 40 weeks pregnant with her first child, and she's made the decision that this baby is going to come into the world naturally.
I decided not to go with an epidural because I didn't want a spinal tap. And so far I'm tolerating the pain.
She'd like to start out with as little intervention as possible. So she's doing things like she's up and walking around. We have a ball that she's sitting on and rotating around on. She's been in the shower 2 or 3 times. And so that's the type of intervention that she wants right now. She knows that if she asks for it, that there's IV medication available and that there's epidurals available. Good job. You're doing wonderful. Each contraction is one contraction that you don't have to do again.
Leela is so determined to have her baby the old-fashioned way, she and her husband, Beau, don't even want a preview of the baby's gender.
And is this a boy or a girl?
We don't know.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love surprises.
Leela has been contracting every 5 to 7 minutes for the past 18 hours, and she's now only 4 centimeters.
I'm hoping for a quick delivery, but with it being my first, I don't think it will.
Her back is really bothering her, so most of her labor right now is spent standing up and leaning over the counter with pressure on her back when she's having a contraction.
Despite her escalating pain, Leela refuses to reconsider an epidural.
Birth is real empowering to women because it's the hardest work that anybody can do in their life. And when they make it through with real minimal intervention, I think that gives them a real sense of power that they were really strong and able to do that.
I definitely have a newfound respect for women because the pain she's gone through is just unbelievable.
Here's my hand. There's a bulging bag of water.
Oh, is there? Good.
And you are about 9 centimeters.
Okay.
Almost there.
Okay, so you went from 6 to 9 in less than 2 hours.
The head is round. It's not square. It feels like it's gonna fit nicely. And there's the bag of water is very smooth right in front, sort of like a water balloon, real slippery. And the cervix is real soft. I can almost push it back with my fingers. So when you're ready, what we can do is sometimes we can break your water bag. The rest of it sounds like it already broke a little bit maybe. And see if that helps things move along.
Yeah,
Yeah?
might as well.
Leela is almost completely dilated. Now comes the hard part. Earlier today, 29-year-old Nikki Hampton came in for a routine checkup. It turned out to be anything but.
While we were listening to the baby's heartbeat, my midwife noticed that there was an irregularity with her heartbeat. It wasn't anything that I was expecting. All our other appointments were fine. And it threw me for a loop.
The irregular heartbeats are called an arrhythmia.
At the same time, she was having a very low baseline fetal heart rate, between 100 and 110, with the normal being 110 to 160. So a baseline that low was a little worrisome, along with the arrhythmia.
Because of Nikki's condition, doctors have decided to induce her labor.
I just increased the Pitocin to 11, trying to get a little bit more consistent pattern with your contractions.
It was felt that it would be important to induce her labor before something else happened with the heart rate.
2.5 hours later, the baby's heart rate seems to have stabilized.
She's so busy, which is a sign that she's doing fine. That's good. We love busy babies. I don't hear the arrhythmia consistently. I hear it at times. How about you, Karen? Yeah. Do you hear that? But this sounds like a very regular rhythm right now. This isn't an arrhythmia. I think it's coming and going.
Right now, Nikki is being jointly managed by her midwife and the physicians on duty. Because if the baby's heart rate fluctuates too much, the only thing that will save her is an emergency C-section.
To go from, having natural childbirth to going for a cesarean because there's something wrong. I mean, it kind of work on my nerves a little bit.
So Dr. Size says that it would be good to see exactly what the fetal heart rate is doing. So she wants me to go ahead and put on an electrode and break your back of waters.
Okay, it's point of no return, huh?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's moving her head all around under my fingers here.
Is she?
With her water broken, Nikki's labor should progress rapidly.
Now you're about 90% effaced, thinned out. You're good 4 to 5 centimeters, okay? Got a nice clear fluid, and that's a good thing.
But as the contractions get stronger and stronger, a new concern arises.
Each contraction, you're having a big deceleration in the baby's heart rate.
Is it because I'm not breathing good enough?
No, it's probably a cord, or the cord might be wrapped around the neck or something like that. That's the kind of pattern it looks like.
Is it good right now?
It's coming right down. You're doing just perfect.
Leela is at the threshold of motherhood.
Nice focus pushes. Wait and use that contraction with your strong pushes. This baby is right between worlds here.
Without an epidural, Leela is able to feel and react to her body's extraordinary demands.
You're gonna have this baby with the next contraction. Okay, Dad, take a peek. Tell us what it is.
Baby girl.
And it was fun to have the dad look underneath and say, "It's a girl."
Baby Melissa Marie weighs 7 pounds 6 ounces, and her parents couldn't be prouder.
Daughter?
Oh, I'm very happy to have a daughter, and a lucky man to have a good wife, too.
Natural birth is painful, and the pain can be intense. It can be really difficult and challenging. But for women, if you talk to her now afterwards that have gone through the other side of that, they have incredible feelings of confidence, success, and just feel really powerful for what they've done in that. So we got to see a woman do a powerful thing and get through it in a strong way.
I'd like to see you a little further along.
It's been 5 hours since Nikki's induction.
Right now she's 6 centimeters. She's got 4 to go. It could be very quick.
Although Nikki's baby has shown no sign of arrhythmia since induction, her heart rate is dropping after each contraction. These decelerations mean the baby is in distress.
Hi, I'm Dr. Williams. Hi. I'm just watching your strip here. The baby doesn't like the contractions.
Doctors are unsure why the baby's heart rate keeps decelerating with each contraction.
Possibly the baby has a cord wrapped around its neck. Sometimes we'll find out what the reason is for the repetitive decelerations, and other times we just don't know either.
Keeping my eye on the monitor every 2 seconds. That she has the cord around her neck, it's making me really nervous.
With continued repetitive decelerations, you can have fetal compromise, or the baby can come out and not do as well, have problems breathing.
To take the stress off the baby, doctors temporarily halt the induction.
So I have no doubt that you could probably deliver this baby if we can get your contractions going. But the baby's not tolerating the contractions as it is. And they're pretty small and they're pretty far spaced. Not what we call adequate, enough to open up your cervix, okay? I'm worried that trying to make your contractions adequate, the baby's really not gonna tolerate that, okay? But I think that we're looking at delivering the baby by a C-section. Not that...
Nikki was hoping she could deliver this baby like her other two, vaginally. That's not going to happen now.
We've tried getting the fluid inside your uterus to try and cushion the cord, and we've tried giving the terbutaline to try and get your contractions to relax, and maybe they will move off the cord. Maybe the baby has a cord around its neck, and even no matter what we do, it's not going to change the problem.
Worst case scenario is that we could get to the point where the baby's heart rate stays low and it becomes an emergency situation.
That's all they're doing is making sure she'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
And it's difficult to do a C-section in an emergency situation.
It's okay to be scared.
Everything is more rushed. You have greater chances of having a bad outcome when you have an emergency C-section.
You're gonna be all right, and the baby's gonna be okay.
I just get scared. I feel so warm.
At the University of New Mexico Health Sciences Center, Ginny Solomon is a minor celebrity.
And that was a great contraction, honey.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Really did pretty well through that contraction.
She got a tear through that one.
Yeah.
Because this mother-to-be is about to give birth to her very first baby at the venerable age of 47.
I was on hormone therapy for almost a year back in Boston last year and became apparently pregnant last August. And I had no signs of pregnancy. I never got sick. Morning sickness, no cravings.
Even more surprising than being unplanned and unexpected is the fact that Ginny hadn't had a menstrual period in over 2 years.
So we decided to go to the hospital, and they told me that I was 6 months pregnant at the age of 47, which was quite a shock. It's a miracle. It's quite a shock.
An average pregnancy, you have 9 months to prepare for the child's room, the toys, the clothes, telling everybody that you've known throughout your life. In our case, we had 3 months, and that's up to date today. We're having the fastest 3-month pregnancy ever.
Mothers over 35 are considered advanced maternal age, and Ginny is at risk for a host of serious pregnancy setbacks and conditions.
If you're conceiving a baby in your late 40s, you're at higher risk for that baby having an extra chromosome, Down syndrome, but not only Down syndrome.
At 47, there is a 1 in 18 risk for Down syndrome and a 1 in 13 chance of chromosome abnormality. Ginny and her husband, Bill, have chosen not to test for genetic defects. All they know is their baby is a girl.
It's very exciting. I just can't wait to see her. I want her so much. I'm either crying or laughing.
Good. I'm feeling very confident that the baby's healthy and is well oxygenated, but the baseline is just lower than what we like to see. And so that's why we admitted her.
During her non-stress testing, Ginny started to contract. She's not due for another 10 days, but her doctors have decided to proceed with delivery. Ginny wants to deliver vaginally.
I think she's pretty much at even odds for winding up with a cesarean delivery. The cesarean rate among women in their 40s having their first baby is pretty high.
Ginny is hoping to beat the odds again.
She's checking to see who's
Oh, I just gotta come in here?
Right there.
34-year-old Cheryl Worley is expecting her third child.
All right, go ahead and lay down. Let me put this pillow up for you. Okay.
And like her other two, this baby is big, easily 9 pounds.
Is he a big baby? He's a very big baby.
An exceptionally large fetus is called macrosomic. It can mean extra long labor. It increases the chances of having a difficult delivery and ultimately may put the mother at risk of needing a cesarean.
Okay, here's her heart. So you can see 4 chambers.
Today, Cheryl is checking to make sure her baby has enough amniotic fluid to survive another week in utero.
So the concerns if you get low fluid has to do with the oxygenation status of the baby. The other thing that you might see is with low fluid, the umbilical cord can get pinched or have circulation impeded, and that can cause problems with the baby's heart rate in labor. Oh yeah, you have a nice amount of fluid. It looks done.
All done. I got all 4 quadrants, and it looks really good.
Next week, Cheryl is scheduled to be induced. But by next week, this baby could weigh almost 11 pounds.
Thank you.
And at 11 pounds, all sorts of delivery problems can occur.
It's fine.
4 hours ago, Ginny was admitted into labor and delivery. She was given Pitocin to induce her labor.
Absolutely. You know, realistically speaking, it could take us 2 or even 3 days.
Me being here for 2 or 3 days?
To try and to try and get you labor induced.
This surprise pregnancy has been flawless for the 47-year-old mother-to-be.
Or we will try an induction, okay?
Okay, cool.
Now listen, we'll try and we'll get an IV into you.
Still, a 47-year-old cervix can be stubborn.
Your cervix is, if the cervix is like a peach, this one was picked too early, okay? Do you know what I mean?
Would be my life.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's not soft and cooperative like, you know, a peach that you just pull off the tree. Right,
Well,
exactly.
I'm old.
So, well, it's not old. It's how old the pregnancy is. It's how old the pregnancy is, okay? The longer you go into pregnancy, the riper the cervix gets, and your cervix doesn't really want this to be over yet, but you know, you have this one area where the heart rate's down a bit, and you know, I gotta be honest with you, if you were 27, I'd have made nothing of it.
Use a little baby. What's that thing? The little. Oh, I just love
monitor stuff.
And while Ginny was hoping for a photo finish to a picture-perfect pregnancy,
I never got in a maternity bra.
it looks like she's going to have to wait a little longer than she'd hoped.
Danielle, you're gonna come out and see the world.
I would love to have her right now. I just want to hold her, see her little face, see what she looks like.
Heather, can you put the lights on?
12 hours ago, Nikki Hampton came in for a routine non-stress test.
You all right?
I've never been operated on.
Scalpel.
Now, she's about to go under the knife
Skin incision?
to deliver a baby who's suffering from fetal heart distress.
We were worried about the cord around the neck. With repeated decelerations, baby was not tolerating the contractions at all.
Doctors still aren't sure why Nikki's baby's heart rate was dropping during contractions.
We were concerned that possibly there was a cord around the neck.
Uterine incision?
But they're about to find out.
Oh. What's wrong?
I feel the pressure.
Oh, hello. Hi, little one.
At 2:10 a.m., Autumn Reed is safely delivered by C-section.
Oh, hi, little girl. She's mad.
But the cord wasn't wrapped around her neck.
We don't know what was causing the decelerations. Possibly the baby may have had the cord in its hand, or the cord was near the top of the baby's head, and with every contraction the cord was being pushed on. But we're unsure of why the baby was having repeated deceleration.
I want to see her. It's like the longest wait right now. I can hear her, but I can't hold her or see her. And I don't know what's going on the other side of this curtain.
We'll see Mom and Dad.
Now that she's no longer dependent on or impaired by her umbilical cord, Autumn is safe and ready to join her family.
You want to see Mommy again? You want to go see Mommy?
All wrapped up.
Oh, cutie pie.
So squished in there. Hi, I'm Daddy.
It feels, I don't have words. I don't think I could even try to come up with the words on how it feels.
I'm gonna sit down.
Ginny Solomon's cervix is finally fully dilated.
They broke my water. They got me dilated. And then about 6:20 this morning, I was only, what was I, 4 centimeters? Then all of a sudden, I was 8, and then 10. And now she's ready. I can't.
She's coming natural. Yeah, she went so fast.
Oh, the doctor needs to come soon.
Because Ginny is 47, she'll deliver in the OR.
I can't wait to see her.
If anything should suddenly go wrong, doctors can easily switch to performing a C-section.
Are you crying?
Because I'm so happy and I can't wait to see her.
Soon, huh?
She's come this far, and Ginny is determined to experience a vaginal delivery.
Okay. All right. Just let your legs go to the side and let me feel where she is, okay? When you feel the pressure in your bottom, then it would be okay to push, and we'll see what happens to that baby. The average 47-year-old doesn't have an uncomplicated pregnancy.
All you got down in your bottom.
The average 47-year-old with a first baby doesn't even have a vaginal delivery. Many of these folks just go to cesarean section, and often they go to cesarean section without any labor. It's okay to breathe now. All right, this is going to take us a little bit of time, okay? Because your tissues have to stretch, and because you have not done this before, you have to get these right, because these moms don't typically have another chance.
Yeah.
Come.
Long, hard push.
Come on. Push that baby down. Let her out, Virginia.
Oh, I've tried so hard.
You're doing so
good.
good.
I think I've pushed too hard in my life.
Okay.
What are you noticing?
Just moisture in.
Cheryl Worley isn't due to be induced for another 4 days, but
This little boy is ready to come.
her baby has decided it's time.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, I started out with a sharp pain down my leg. And then after that, I noticed there was a pattern to them. So I started realizing that I was in labor. They were about 5 to 10 minutes apart at that time. And they were just continuous, so I decided it was time to come down to the hospital.
Despite the encouraging words from the supportive medical staff, Cheryl is bracing herself for a struggle.
They're thinking that he may be about 9 pounds or more when we deliver today. I'm afraid that he won't be able to come out being too big.
We want to make sure that we don't have any problems with shoulder dystocia, which means that the head comes, but then the shoulders don't follow easily.
I'm scared that he'll get stuck and they'll have to do an emergency C-section, and that he may, be deprived oxygen. He may, get complications, that something could happen to him because he can't get through where he needs to go. This is the last one, so I'm trying to just enjoy it to the fullest.
Well, it's still pretty long, your cervix. I would say 50%. And so you're about -2 to -3.
Let's see if she's moved.
There's as much concern for Cheryl's well-being as there is for her baby's.
Cheryl's a little more at risk for postpartum hemorrhage because her uterus is overstretched because we think it's a big baby. The nurse and I will be watching to make sure she doesn't bleed too heavily.
So far, everyone is preparing for a vaginal delivery.
As long as the head continues to come down, I think that we should be ready for a vaginal birth. And if it doesn't, well, then we'll talk C-section. But I think she has plenty of room to have this baby. She's had a large baby before.
But now, this large baby is taking his sweet time.
They're good contractions, they're just not progressing.
They'll get there. They'll get there.
What is it? She's been trying to talk to me too, huh?
During delivery, Autumn Reed gave her parents quite a scare.
I don't think I've ever been in that much pain before. The fear of having, the fear of having the cesarean, not knowing if Autumn was okay or not. It was just one split decision to the next. It was kind of scary.
Her fetal heart distress caused enough concern that doctors decided that her life was in danger, and a C-section was the only alternative.
That's my most memorable time was when I first saw her. I could forget about everything else because they said she was healthy and she was fine.
Today, this special delivery is getting a chance to meet big sisters Katie and Sydney and go home to enjoy all the love and attention she deserves.
I feel this experience brought us closer together as a family.
I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to go home. I'm gonna chase these my other rugrats around a little bit.
Very nice. That's the way. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Make it count. Here you go. Good job.
Ginny Solomon is beating the odds.
That's it. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's the way.
Despite her advanced maternal age,
Take a breath. Virginia, get a breath now. Push her down again.
You can do it, Eddie.
and a tendency among older mothers to deliver via C-section.
You can do it, Eddie. You can do it.
Left her down if you want, but yeah. Give me the bulb. Get the bulb.
She's about to give birth vaginally with the help of an epidural.
Yeah. Oh, there's your baby. Oh, yes. Oh, don't you love Tony? Yes, you do, don't you? Oh, Mommy loves you so much. Oh, your mama. Oh, I love you so much. Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, you're so warm. I know. You were so perfect. Oh, it is the best feeling. She's so beautiful.
She is.
They are so precious. Everything I went through was worth it. And I'd do it all over again for her. Yes.
You did so good. It was breathtaking to see her for the first time. I'm at a total, I mean, usually I'm never at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. I just can't, I can't explain it. It's still got to hit me in the head, I think.
That's what I have to say.
Yeah, I think it's still got to hit me in the head.
Danielle Solomon weighs 5 pounds, 6 ounces, and so far seems to be a perfectly normal baby, with no signs of Down syndrome.
To be a 47-year-old with a completely unexpected pregnancy and only diagnosed a couple of months ago, when you never thought you could get pregnant, and then to have, you know, an easy birth like this with a really beautiful little girl, honestly, that's as good as it gets. I think that's all any of us would hope for. I think it'll be the high point of my week for sure. It may be the high point of my month.
Hi, you gonna giggle for us?
Life has certainly changed for this childless couple who were expecting to spend their golden years taking care of each other.
It's a miracle. They really are. I never knew what it was like. I never thought I would know.
Oh.
Cheryl Worley is now completely dilated. Because her baby is so big, he might get stuck. So the delivery will take place in the maternity ward's OR.
And you and I are going to work together on this. So let's go have a baby.
Doing good, baby girl. Doing good.
But doctors have discovered meconium in the amniotic fluid, which will demand a certain protocol during delivery.
Yeah, it is. And as soon as the baby's head is born, I'm going to suck the baby's nose and mouth and down its esophagus so that any amniotic fluid that's tinged with meconium hopefully comes out with the suction.
If Cheryl's baby takes a breath before the midwife can suction out the meconium, he could end up with lifelong respiratory problems.
What would it feel like to push a little bit? It's just going to be minutes now instead of hours.
With her mother and her boyfriend supporting her emotionally and physically.
You might have a job, and your job may be to take her knee and bend it all the way up and really flex her up, if I tell you.
Cheryl Worley enters the final stages of childbirth.
Show me this head. Show me this baby's head.
Thank you.
Every time you push, it comes a little more. Right here, the baby is. It's right there. See that baby's head?
Oh my God.
This baby has beautiful, longish hair. To ease up. I want you to ease up now and try not to push with it. Your body will push, but try not to push with it, okay? Good. Now give me a little push, and this is the nose.
Because there may be fetal stool in the amniotic fluid, it's crucial that doctors suction the baby's lungs before he takes his first breath.
That's it. Baby's fine. I want you to give me a big push now. Go.
Big push.
We're fine. We got good shoulders. We're fine.
All right.
Okay, easy. Easy, not too hard.
Oh my God, he's huge.
He's half grown, lady.
Oh. Okay.
We're not stimulating him so that they could. Yeah, exactly. So they're sucking it out before he sucks it in.
Finally, a tiny cry.
Yeah, he's great. Beautiful.
Brandon Ray's cries are loud, and his lungs are clear.
You are a big boy. You know what the last little bit went by?
And while he weighs in at a little less than anticipated,
8:14.
8 pounds, 14 ounces still has a lasting effect after 20 hours of prolonged labor.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
He's still sleeping. Don't you wish we all were?
Now 38 and a half weeks pregnant with her first child, Michelle Moya is under doctor's order to be induced.
Okay, and then this one is just to measure contractions. We'll see if do you feel it?
Earlier in her pregnancy, Michelle showed symptoms of cholestasis, a liver condition, causing a rash and itching on her upper body.
Did they have a chance to check your cervix? Do we know what we're starting with?
I'm dilated a centimeter.
1 centimeter?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's a start.
Women with this condition have a 5% chance of a stillbirth after 35 weeks.
Okay. All right, I'll come back later.
Thank you. Apparently there's an increased risk of fetal demise and fetal distress with the cholestasis. I'm a little stressed out about his health and making sure that he comes into this world okay.
Well, let me just listen to your heart and your lungs.
And while Michelle's liver tests have come back negative and her rash has cleared up, her bile levels are still high.
Every time I feel him kick, I know that he's alive. And every time I feel him move, I know that he's okay, at least for now.
Doctors don't want to take any more chances by extending her pregnancy. That's why today she's delivering.
It's just, I've had such a hard pregnancy. I'm so excited to have him, and I just want him to be okay. All fingers and toes and heart and breathing and everything. Come too far to turn back now.
She's probably at fairly high risk to going to cesarean just for labor progress reasons. But it's way too early to make that call.
Melissa Marie's birth was perfectly natural. But the first 48 hours of her life were spent under artificial lights.
We noticed a little bit of jaundice even in the first few hours of her life, which is not common.
Jaundice is caused by an increase in the concentration of bilirubin, a byproduct from the baby's red blood cells. Untreated, a serious case can result in brain damage.
So we started treating that with phototherapy lights, which help break down the bilirubin in the skin and bring the level down.
Hopefully, by tomorrow, her levels will be normal enough for Melissa Marie to be discharged.
She looks real good. I think you guys...
Okay. Just scared.
It's 3:30 in the morning. 18 hours ago, Michelle Moya was induced. But now, her baby has taken a turn for the worse.
The baby is just not getting the oxygen that the baby needs. And at this point, we feel that it's important to C-section the baby and to get the baby out.
Lid. Skin incision.
The baby is at risk.
I have another hemostat.
If his heart continues to decelerate, he could die.
I can feel that.
What do you feel? Do you feel pain or just touching?
Pain and pressure.
Michelle's epidural is apparently wearing off. A mother's nightmare in mid-C-section.
Boy, she's tight.
After trying to adjust the anesthesia, to no avail, doctors decide to administer a general anesthesia.
Okay, let's put it this way.
It's a disappointment. Michelle will be asleep for her baby's birth. But more important is that this baby be delivered safely.
There's a head right there.
She was having pain, so they put her to sleep so she wouldn't feel it. And they had me step out. So, hope everything's going all right in there. A little worried. I don't know what's going on.
It's the ultimate letdown. A young mother who triumphed over a disease that threatened her baby's life has to sacrifice the joy of hearing her baby's first cry.
She's real tight.
While her fiancé anxiously waits outside the operating room,
Can I have the blade, please?
doctors are at work delivering Michelle Moya's first baby.
Another Alice.
And Michelle has no sense of what's going on because she's under general anesthesia.
Okay.
At 4:30 a.m.,
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, happy birthday, little boy.
Stephen Gallegos is born.
Good boy.
Because of his mother's cholestasis and his own heart decelerations, this C-section probably saved his life.
Baby's doing great. He came out and he was very active. He was moving around. He was breathing on his own. And then we were just kind of helping him out with the oxygen.
6 pounds, 15 ounces. He's screaming. That's still a boy.
Uh-oh.
I'll come get you again as soon as I can, okay?
Okay. So Michelle's gonna be okay now.
Baby Stephen won't meet his mom till her anesthesia wears off.
You know it was a he, right?
At least another hour. His very first bonding moment is with Dad and his grandparents.
He's got hair.
It's curly.
Yeah, good. We got the curly hair.
This is baby girl Solomon, and she's doing wonderfully. And we are going to mom's room so we can start discharge. So she's gonna get to go home today.
Danielle Solomon is 24 hours old, just beginning her life. And in a way,
You're welcome.
so are her parents.
I fully believe that she is here for a reason, absolutely. And that the reason that I'm here is maybe because she's here. So I truly believe that's my purpose.
Not long ago, as she approached menopause, Ginny considered conception and pregnancy a fantasy. Now, motherhood is her reality.
I was absolutely worried until the moment I delivered her and I could finally see that she was perfect. She's an absolute miracle. That's how I can describe it, and I can see now why the people call it a miracle, because it is.
I'm kind of wondering why I
Something
waited
so beautiful.
so late in life to have a kid, but
Oh, I know.
I probably wasn't ready before now, but, you know, this would have been great to experience 20 years ago. But it's not too late now.
No, not at my age of 47. It's never too late now.
No, we got the rocking chair in
You
the
can
corner
have
for
something
you.
like this.
We're finally going home today.
Melissa Marie's recent bilirubin tests show that her levels are still high.
The level had gone up 3 points today. Again, not into a dangerous range, but since the level's still going up, we're going to discharge that baby home with the phototherapy lights to continue at home. And they'll be coming back to the hospital each day for a level until that starts to drop again. I think since we caught the bilirubin level early and began treating it early, it won't get into a critical range.
Melissa's mom is happy that she gave birth naturally.
It was amazing when I first got to see her after I pushed her out and everything. Saw what the pain I had to go through for her, and just the look on her face and everything.
Hello, sweetheart. Hello. It was probably the most frightening experience of my life. I could hear people walking past me, and David was there, and then all of a sudden David wasn't there. Are you cold?
Michelle Moya still can't believe her baby is here, safe and sound, especially after what happened during the C-section.
You think? I could feel them making the incision. So I freaked out, and they stopped and put me under. So when I woke up, I felt my stomach, and I knew he wasn't there anymore, but I couldn't see David, and I couldn't see my mom, and I didn't know where he was. So I panicked, and it was almost like my worst fears had been confirmed. I almost thought he didn't make it.
But now, with a difficult pregnancy behind her, Michelle can focus on her future.
All of the hard work it took to get here. He's beautiful. We're lucky to have him. He's a gift from God. Sorry. I just never thought we'd really be sitting here with him.
He's ours.
Oh, let's take you home. There's lots of people that want to see you at home. Do you know that? I think having gone through the whole experience with the cholestasis, it made me more appreciative of all the help I've received from my family and my friends. What did you do? And I'm even more appreciative of Stephen, and that he's healthy and alive, and I really see the value of every minute of every life because he almost wasn't here.
Thanks to the extraordinary care of the doctors, nurses, and midwives at the University of New Mexico Health Sciences Center, 5 new mothers and fathers are about to embark upon one of the most exciting adventures of their lives, filled with tremendous change and total joy, nurturing their special deliveries as they blossom and grow.